Welcome to another Cardano update. So today I want to talk about something different, which is the Ethereum annual returns. And I wanted to look at this chart that I have right here, and I wanted to look at what happened in the previous halving years. So in 2016, the price of Ethereum went up 753%. And in the post-halving year, it went up 9,000%. And let's continue. In 2020, in the previous halving year, the price went up 400%, and in the post-halving year it went up another 400%. And right now we are in a halving year and it has only gone up 15% in this year, which leads me to believe that we might get an Ethereum pump. And if we do get an Ethereum pump, that will most likely happen when the altcoin season will start. So basically what I believe is that Bitcoin dominance will top somewhere between, let's say, September or October, and then we'll get the altcoin season that everyone has been waiting for. And it should look something like this. As you can see here, after Bitcoin dominance topped in the previous cycle, it dropped about 46% in like 4 months. And something like this could happen again. And whenever that happens, then that's when I expect the altcoin season to start. And as you can see right now, we are not overbought on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which leads me to believe that we will get to the 618 at 60.3%, and then we'll get the altcoin season that we have been waiting for. And if that does happen, then it will go perfectly well, because as you can see in the previous halving years, the price of Ethereum went up quite a lot. And who's to say that it will not happen again? Now, of course, you could say that, wait a minute, but the price of Ethereum went up in 2023, and that's very unusual because usually the price only goes up in a halving year and in the post-halving year and not in the bear market. And I mean, yeah, maybe that means that we already had an altcoin season, but I don't think so. And I still think Ethereum has the potential to go up quite a lot by the end of this year. And if that happens, then yeah, that will trigger the altcoin season, and then ADA will be able to go up as well. So that's why I'm talking about Ethereum right now. Also, if you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, it does not look like it has bottomed, and in my opinion, we might get another low and we might get to the oversold territory on the RSI, on the weekly RSI, before the altcoin season happens. But after that, when the altcoin season happens, this chart should break all-time highs, in my opinion. It does not have to, but it should. And again, this is not a video about Ethereum, but right now Ethereum seems to be in a second wave of this main third wave, and I expect the price to get to at least $6,650 in this third wave right here, of the third wave right here. And if that's the case, if Ethereum gets to that level or maybe even a bit higher, and if Bitcoin dominance goes down during that time, then that's going to trigger the altcoin season. And whenever that happens, do not forget, ADA is currently in a second wave move down and is ready to start a third wave move to the upside. And right now we are pretty much copying what happened in this cycle right here, in the previous cycle. And it's only a matter of time before we actually get some kind of pump, or we might get another low, or maybe we'll even invalidate the first wave move to the upside like we did right here. But do not forget, this right here was a pandemic, so it does not really count. And also look at what was happening before the whole pandemic drop. After going down for literally months, the price finally started going up after the green line of the bull market support band got above the red line. But as you can see, it did not happen immediately, and that actually took about, let's say, 2 months. And we actually went sideways for another 2 months before something actually happened. And right now, in this cycle, we also had a very good looking cross, and the green line went above the red line, but you know, we did not get a pump, which was expected. I mean, in the previous cycle, we did not get one either, so maybe we'll have to wait another 2 months before we actually get a pump. And if that happens, then this means that Cardano will need to go sideways for another 2 months and hopefully not invalidate the first wave move to the upside. And you know, that's not going to be bearish as long as we do not go below the 22 cents level. If we go below 22 cents, then I mean, it's going to invalidate the first wave move to the upside, and you can say that, yeah, we did that in the previous cycle as well, but I don't want to see that. I want to see ADA hold support levels to prove that it can actually do something in this cycle. So like I said, I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to top somewhere between, actually maybe in the next 2 months, probably by the end of September, I would say. And then ADA should go in the third wave, and to be honest with you, I kind of want ADA to form 5 waves to the upside, to form this first wave right here, to be a very, very fast move to the upside. And of course, you cannot expect it to happen overnight, but it should happen very, very quickly if Ethereum starts pumping after Bitcoin dominance stops. So, you know, the chart, let's say it does something like this. After we do bottom, and after we start a reversal, we should get a first wave move up, that it's going to be in 5 waves, then an ABC down to form a second wave move down, then a third wave, fourth wave, and a fifth wave, and the first wave should get above the previous high of the first wave right here, and that will confirm that the second wave is in. Now, remember how I mentioned the bull market support band? Well, as you can see in the previous cycle, when the green line went above the red line, that did not confirm that the low is actually in, and we still put in more lower lows after that. So we might get a few more lows before we actually start pumping, and if that's the case, I mean, we will invalidate the short-term target that I have on the chart, which is not going to be bearish, but we will be very close to the 22 cents level, so we'll see what happens. And, you know, we could always break down if Bitcoin somehow decides that it wants to go to like 44K to test the 50% extension right here, then ADA is most likely going to fail the first wave move to the upside. And that's not really going to be a good thing. But, you know, could it recover? Yes, but it's not an ideal scenario. Now, going on the short-term chart, nothing is really happening. We are still in a 1-2 setup of another 1-2 setup, and support levels are being respected, but, you know, we're just going sideways, so nothing is really going on. I mean, maybe we bottomed in the second wave right here of a main third wave, but, you know, we need some kind of breakout, and we need to get above this line right here, which is at like 35.8 cents. So if we do manage to get above 35.8 cents, then maybe I will be able to confirm that this second wave is actually in. But until then, yeah, I don't see it. And if we do continue going sideways, like I said, even though it's boring, it's what we actually need right now. We kind of want Bitcoin dominance to top, and we need it to top very, very soon, in my opinion. I mean, we cannot give it another 4 months, because if for some reason Bitcoin dominance goes sideways for like a month, then that's not going to be good, because ADA will most likely go sideways as well, and maybe it will even drop a bit more. And whenever the Bitcoin dominance chart decides that it wants to wake up, then ADA will suffer even more. So we do not want to see the dominance chart go sideways. We want it to actually go to the 60% level. And that would be a very bullish scenario right now. Now, if we are going in a third wave, I expect the price to get to this target region right here. Let me actually move this. And the minimum target for this third wave right here is the 39.4 cents level. And then after that, we should get a fourth and then a fifth somewhere in this region right here. And the fifth wave should at least manage to get to the 200% extension at 40.7 cents. To finish this third wave move to the upside. But ideally, I mean, I could see it go to the maybe 2618 or 2272 to get above this trend line as well, and maybe even get above the bull market support band, which would be very, very bullish. But until that happens, I mean, yeah, there's nothing going on right now. We went overbought on the 1 hour, which might mean that we will start going down, and yeah, it's just going to restart the whole move, and there's not a lot that's going to be happening. So, you know, my targets remain the same right now, but I will change them if we do go below 22 cents. But until then, I mean, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want access to all of these charts, all of our YouTube members and Patreons get access to them. So if you're interested in that, maybe check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.